absolute treat to find this. Good morning everyone, welcome to my garage. Today we're going to go out for the first ride of 2025. It seems like it's been a long time coming, but the weather is absolutely brilliant, 22 degrees, and we're going to take the RD350 up to Rykas, Boxhill. We're going to do a two-stroke day there later this year, so we're going to go up, just have a chat with the owners, stake out a space, and get that pure two-stroke spirit meeting all set up. So let's get on the road. We'll see some of my mates when we get there, and hopefully we'll find some other two-strokes. So let's get on with it. Get on the way. Boxhill is about 60 miles away, and we're meeting a few people up there that I know, and also I'm sure we'll be meeting a few more people that I don't know. Hope to see more two-strokes than we saw at Rykas Cafe, which was my last video. That I'm not getting into the power band very much on this trip. Reason being is that it's kind of flat, it's not pulling the revs. My mate Andy had exactly the same problem with his RD. He changed the stator, he changed all sorts of things, couldn't figure it out. So that's a job for a little bit later in the summer. I would like to get that sorted, but for now it's fine for a long trip like going up to Boxhill, but I need to sort it out. I'll show you what I mean in a sec.
So hopefully you could hear that was a little flat. Answers on a postcard, if you got any ideas. So the reason why I've said when we're going to Boxhill is we'll see more bikes, is then when we go to Ace, ULEZ is a thing now. Ace is inside the ULEZ zone, so Boxhill was outside the ULEZ zone, so there shouldn't be any restrictions. Rykas Cafe in Boxhill, Surrey. Hey mate. Yeah, where you got parked? Right. I would like to give you a long history of Rykas at Boxhill, but the information is quite sketchy to find. It was originally opened in the 1920s, and then from that there's very little information other than it was taken over by new ownership in 2024, where the owners added a Pizza Hut outside area and have basically just given it a revamp, but I think very little's changed. Right, let's go and have a look at some bikes. There's the pizza tent, by the way. It's Gav's bike. I know you watch these videos just to see Gav and Gav's bike, so here it is. I can't really tell you a lot about this bike, but it looks like two 250 DXs glued together. That's a bit of an understatement for the engineering prowess that went into this fantastic bike. Here is my F2. Some people say the numbers on this are high. I get them all from the same website. The RD350 LC, a bit more popular than the Power Valve because of its more peaky power response. Lovely bike. Absolute treat to find this. Marcelo's VJ23, the latest model RGB 250, looks absolutely incredible. It's an amazing motorcycle. Japanese model only, so restricted brake horsepower. Couldn't quite find out the right horsepower. I think that's about it. It's been so long, I really struggled to identify this, but an RD80 LC. Do you remember when you had a 50 and you were always looking at the 80cc big bore kit? Yeah, the 80s were really where you wanted to be. The clutch on this is called a lock-up clutch. I think it's similar to a recluse clutch from motocross. Beautifully turned out KR1S here. Harry's done a really nice job with this. Looks great. Bog standard RD350 looks really stunning. This is Marv's MC28, very late model Honda, really nice, again Japanese only, so that's the brake horsepower stats. Red and black. I do appreciate the colours of this Gull Arm RGV 250. What's with the Coke can? It seems to be quite full. Another pristine RD350 LC. This is where you need to go for our pure two-stroke Spirit Day at the end of June. Was this the original adventure bike? I think it was, the TDR 250. not one but two RD250DX. Really nice bikes these. Some really good people here, and there'll be more of us back at the end of the month, but time to go now. Changed the settings on my camera for this video, so I'm using horizon balance, which is different from what I normally do. Let us know if you think that's a good move or a bad move. What did we see? Plenty of two-strokes. There was obviously my RD that was there. It was a nice bike there, I think. Also, Gav bought his 3XV, and there was, I think, 3 or possibly 4 LCs, and quite rare, but of the same ilk was the TDR 250, the first adventure bike, and then a couple of 250 DXs, which was really nice. Very old RD80 LC, struggled to identify that. Then of course the MC28, that's a very, very nice bike, and in the upper echelons on the 250s, the KR1S, and then we had a couple of Suzukis. We had the Gull Arm VJ22, And then of course we had the VJ23, which looks like an SRAM. Unbelievable really. So massive number of bikes there, very different from the Ace, where ULEZ is a thing, so well worth going to see this lot. If you enjoyed that, then come along yourself. Bring your two-stroke to Pure Two-Stroke Spirit, the first event of its kind at Rykas Cafe in Boxhill. Sunday the 29th of June from 10 AM. I'll see you there, and go to the little area that we showed you on the video earlier. If you bring a four-stroke, you're not allowed in, but you can still come and learn. Thoroughly enjoyed that. Don't do it. Oh, for Jesus Christ, honestly, that's ridiculous. Anyway, so really enjoyed that, and I guess actually before I get killed, I'm going to sign off. So thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you the next time when we're back at the Boxhill at the end of June, and come join us. And you never know, I might live stream it. Let's see if I can work out how to do that. Okay, thanks. Cheers everyone. Bye.